I sing, yeah, and you sing, so we'll sing together. I cry, yeah, and you cry, so we'll cry together. I love, yeah, and you love, so we'll love together. You hurt, I hurt, so we'll learn together, together. Through everything, even the smaller things, even the harder things, we stay together. Through everything, even the bigger things, nothing's impossible if we stay together. You joke, I joke, so we laugh together. We share, we cuss, but we learn together. We hurt, we fuss, but let's hurt together. I leave, you leave, so we live together, together. Through everything, even the smaller things, even the harder things, we stay together. Through everything.
Alright, welcome to another episode of Can You Connect? And this is Mr.WalkThatWalk. And today's episode, we are going to be going over dating somebody who is dealing with derealization and depersonalization disorder. So the first one we're going to go over is somebody dealing with depersonalization. And this person, let's say, you'll see somebody who's often struggling to be in the moment. So let's say somebody who's dealing with depersonalization, they're often zoning out. So they're not really there with you because, they're having a whole moment where they're having like an outer body experience. Therefore, and this could often be triggered. So let's say somebody was touched inappropriately. So you could be maybe touching your spouse in the way that the person who assaulted them touched them, which could send them into a outer body experience. So certain things like that can trigger them or have them, in that state. And at times they may often feel detached from other people, so they may have times where they feel numb towards people to where it's hard for them to express those loving feelings, closeness, due to either feeling numb physically or feeling numb emotionally. And when they feel numb emotionally, they may often come off as flat. So, they're very baseline. It's like you can't really tell that they're expressing any emotion and they're not expressing any emotion. And let's say somebody who's dealing with somebody who has derealization. So this is somebody who believes that nothing is real around them. So if you believe nothing is real around you, some people may do stuff they maybe shouldn't be doing just to feel something real. So I'll go to the extreme to where somebody would, let's say, attack somebody because they don't know that this person is even real unless they can feel that person. So sometimes some bugs, they may need something easy by just touching somebody. But some people may need to physically like put pressure on something. So that's why somebody may be being aggressive would come to mind due to somebody who's dealing with derealization. And if they're not, let's say maybe they're not someone who's an aggressive person, so they're not doing things in an aggressive manner. This may be somebody who is panicking. And due to them panicking, they are dealing with, they're panicking because they're not sure what's real in the moment. And they're trying to figure out a way to prove to themselves that they're still in reality, even though everything feels like a dream, everything feels fake. And in that moment, it's always good. Sometimes, to help somebody relax, it's good to do those grounding techniques, maybe some deep breathing, maybe grabbing their hand and holding their hand so now they can feel something real. And they'd be like, okay, so my partner is real. And now they're able to come back to reality of grounding themselves with you by doing maybe some deep breathing techniques together so that they could calm down so they're not in a state of panic. And these are some things to keep in mind because oftentimes when people zone out, we believe that, they're just zoning out and they're fine. But they could be zoning out and they'll be in pressure. They could be in a state of alert. They could be in a state of panic. So oftentimes zoning out could be a troubling sense. So something to watch out for with certain people. So these are definitely just things to keep in mind if you're dating somebody who's going through this, or you're talking to somebody, just trying to be there for them and trying to help them through it could be helpful. Being supportive. It'd be easier to do that with somebody who is struggling with their surroundings being real. It could be a bit more harder with somebody who's having an out-of-body experience where they don't feel present, mentally, physically, or spiritually. So these are just some things to keep in mind, and we're going to be supporting Black-owned business. Content creators is going to be Cruz. They are content creators from the continent of Africa. They're just having roundtable discussions, which are challenging or political conversations. But then they also have fun topics as well that they go over, or fun dating things. I think they're doing something recent with dating. So these are just certain things you can check out, and I'll put that in the description. And of course, myself, I'm a clinical social worker for the state of Maryland, so I can provide individual, couples, or family therapy. So if you're interested, my email will be at the bottom. Well, wait for you to contact me. And of course, please support the musician who does the intro and outro of the music, and the artist who made my avatar. So all that will be a description. Definitely check it out and support. And that will do it for today. So y'all definitely have a good rest of the day and a good rest of the week.
Our lives are filled with drama. Our homes, they feel empty. dreams slowly shattered, and our body needs a bruise and battered. What does it take to become a legend? What can we do to teach a lesson? Is there a way for a future commitment? Oh, oh. Why do we wait to repaint the world? When the world loses color, it's our goal to paint them back. Yeah, yeah. When the world loses color, it's our goal to paint them back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our emotions have no home. Our feelings have long gone. Our beautiful women can't see the beauty in them. Our men are not standing strong. What does it take to become a legend? What can we do to teach a lesson? Whoa, is there a way for a future commitment?